Joining me this morning is Scott Helmes, who's the Vice President of Marketing at Career Builder, the online website about jobs.
That's right.
Now, talking about jobs, well, obviously we've got to get to work on time, be there every day, and yet a lot of people out there are tired, they're sleep deprived, and you guys just commissioned a survey talking about that. So tell me some of the high points.
We did. So we commissioned a survey of American employees, and what we found is that 61% of employees today report that they are tired. They are not getting the 8 hours of sleep that they want, and it's having an impact on their day-to-day work.
Well, now, we're not just talking about like, oh, I just kind of walk in a little sleepy. We're talking about, people that are just out there like day in and day out, like tired. What's that impact?
Well, it's having an impact both on businesses and employees. So one of the things we're seeing is 20% of employees have reported calling in sick to work just to catch up on sleep. So it's really having an impact on their day-to-day. When they do come into the office, the lack of sleep is having an impact in productivity. It's having an impact in their performance on the job, and in particular in their attitude towards their coworkers, which is creating kind of toxic workforce environments.
And this is all over the country. We're not just talking like in the north in the winter. I mean, we're even in the Sun Belt in the nicest weather.
No, it is. Look, we've all got a lot of stresses in our life, whether it's family or work. We're seeing people report that their work's keeping them up at night. So it really does have an impact on the workplace, and employers are really having to get creative about how they solve that.
Well, that's my next question to you, and that is, what are they doing?
Well, one of the new trends we're seeing is actually the introduction of nap spaces at the office, right? Giving people an environment where they can go and take a nap, catch up on sleep, but be present at the workplace and really recharge. So that's one area we're seeing it. Obviously, a lot of movement in the paid time off space. So we're seeing companies adopt more liberal vacation policies, really encouraging their employees to get the rest they need to perform on the job.
And of course, it's not just on the job, but even getting to and from the job is having a terrible impact on employees. It was just the worst traffic in the country was announced, Chicago being number 10, and what was number 1?
I'm not sure number 1. I know Seattle was number 2. My wife works for Microsoft, so watch that one closely. But yeah, we are seeing commute times really have an impact on people, and I think that's also where we're seeing telecommute options come into play. I think companies really recognize that they need to keep their employees rested and satisfied. It has a good impact on the productivity of the work that they produce, but also keeps them around longer.
And this is called work-life balance.
Work-life, it's balance in general, right? Work, life, get them work together. Everybody will be good.
Well, hopefully we won't be sleeping on the job when we're looking at this, so thanks very much for joining us, Scott.
Thank you.